Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Ball. Now then, we were finished here for now, and we'll be going back to Boo, weren't we? No, Toad, I said we're finished here. Stop dragging me back into your tent, and stop trying to drag me into the cannon. I pressed the wrong button and made myself go small. Irritating. Oh well, onward. It is an odd premise for a game, this one, you have to admit. Whilst the whole idea of Mario Pinball isn't that crazy, we've had Sonic Pinball, we've had Pokemon Pinball, we've had all sorts of pinball. Putting enemies into the mix and going, you have to kill all these chaps. And I pressed the wrong button. I lost a blue coin. But just throwing enemies into the mix on every single level, now that's a bit different. But it's a nice change, I like it. If only there was a more reliable way of getting from one board to the next, we'd be sorted. Because relying on my aim is not a good idea. My aim can be considered a very unreliable means of getting anyone anywhere. That roller coaster, however, is plain awesome. So we don't have to kill Boo again, we can just pick up his key. We now have all 4 keys. Yep, that was Boo. Actually demonstrated. We didn't pick up an item because we were stupid and forgot. We shall try to kill these Boos without going through the back door. Not as easy as it sounds. There is an easy way to do this, of course. If you have a lightning bolt, you can walk in and kill them all in one shot. That may be what I do, as there is no way of cancelling myself when I go on the giant roller coaster. But we can get an item. Maybe lightning bolt. Get Star. Maybe Star can kill them even when they even when they fade. No, it can't. It does make them die with a kind of not irritating. I keep saying irritating. A comical popping noise. So that's pretty good. Oh, why do I always lose when there's one left? Well, we'll come back to that when we have a lightning bolt, and then we will quickly mop that star up, nice and simply. And now I actually can't get in the cannon, the sodding cannon that's attracted me every single time I was struggling to get into. Let's go say hello to Bowser. You can come here at any time, but you can't get through the golden gate at the back, because you need to put all of the keys into all of the holes. And that's made a red switch, so maybe we'll go and have a look at the red switch. Is it going to do it every time? Yes it is. Okay, so it's making a red switch at every single boss where we fought them. Maybe we need to go back to those. Maybe there is a new star there associated with that switch. I'm not sure. But that looks interesting, so we'll go take a look. We found a blue switch earlier, but that didn't actually do anything. That just stopped the windmill. It wasn't like producing blocks like it is in the other Mario games or anything along those lines. But we have all 4 keys, which makes everybody look at the gate, and opens the gate, and we can go straight through into the void. Let's try to do that. There we go. And there's a Toad shop. What can we buy? We can buy a lightning bolt here, very handy. We will actually do that. Thank you, Toad. We shall kill all of you in one shot like that with the lightning bolt. Brilliant stuff. Let's not go in the cannon just yet. Let's pick up the star at least. That was some seriously bad luck not to get that blue coin, but there we go. I believe the 15-star door on this screen is Bowser. The other 2 are just extra levels, I'm guessing. More stars up for grabs. And then where to go? We have other places to visit. We have 4 left to go there. We haven't been to the ice world for a while, have we? Let's go there. There are 4 stars here to collect. We only have 3 of them. And that snowman looks evil. He didn't use to spin like that, did he? He's throwing snowballs at me. Now, we found out that there was a star inside the igloo, but we couldn't find where it was. Maybe we'll take another look at that. I'll pick up a lightning bolt, actually, before the mini mushroom. A baby mushroom, I think it is. It seems to have a dummy stuck in its mouth. There we go. Take that, you sodding snowman. But I shall take the lightning bolt and hopefully find a level I can clear out with the lightning bolt and get a free star. Once I finally go through the main door of this place. Hitting straight upwards seems to be the largest challenge I have in this game. There we go. Just once more and we're in business. That snowman's quite annoying. When he hits me, he seems to make me go flying at breakneck speed. Doesn't do any damage, but then nothing in this game seems to do damage. You only die by falling out the bottom of the board. It's quite embarrassing how long it's taken me to get out of this first screen. Has that got it? No, not quite. I'm doing some really swanky looking combos, but I'm not actually getting out the screen. Please don't consume my lightning. Oh, okay. I've noticed something about this now. If you have an item when you activate a question mark, then there's a chance you'll get double item. Which does, as you might imagine. It gives you 2 of them. But it won't put other items on the board, so you can't accidentally lose an item you have, which is a nice touch. I don't think we visited either of these rooms, or if we have, we certainly didn't get the stars. So we will have a look at those. Once we stop hitting penguins and moles. It would be fun, I think, if you could knock the penguins down the hole, but you can't. It's a shame. No, I fell backwards. It would take me hours to get back there. Oh, that's our first life lost of the game. This is what happens when you lose a life. It tallies up all of your points for you, and I see there is something called red coins, which I've obtained nothing on. Given that I've just seen a red, whatever they're called, unlock switch, I don't know, switch. It makes me think that they're probably going to produce some red coins for me. But anyway, we're down to life number 2, which means I have this life and 1 more remaining. Yes, 1 means 2. It's using one of those naming conventions where you get a life on 0. But I think we had quite a good run. We went, what, like 4.5 videos? That's pretty good, I think, without dying. It's quite a long time, so yeah, credit to us. Now, I would kill the penguins with lightning bolt if I thought it would help me reach the corners of the level. But it's not going to, because then I'll clearly go down the middle hole and everything will reset. Oh, there's a cow! Good grief, why is there a cow? And there is a star here, and we couldn't figure out what it was before. I seem to remember this place. Okay, we're not going to figure it out this time. I was going to try a lightning bolt and see if killing them all at once would get the job done, but apparently I'm not allowed. Well, we've seen many of those rooms with the Yoshi's egg icons, but they don't seem to need Yoshi's egg. We certainly got a star in one of the levels without a Yoshi's egg. Would be interesting to know what made that mole turn into a cow. It's quite an odd evolutionary step. But maybe I need that in the Igloo, because you remember the Igloo had nothing in it but a mole and an item box, which I used to kill the mole, but did nothing. It did not give me a star. Oh, he gave me an extra life just then, but I died immediately. Do I have to kill snowmen here, or what? Alright, let's kill the snowman. Let's just press B. Yeah, that always works. So it looks like on that level you had to make them all dizzy, and then that gets the job done. But they are now... They have given us their star, so we may leave. We may leave. There we go. I don't think there were any more stars in the water. We found the star on the first level, and the second screen took us straight to the boss. So, the only stars I can see remaining are in that room, top left of the screen we just left, and in this mini igloo. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this baby thing. I'm going to go back in that igloo top left, and we'll have a hunt around, and we'll try to beat the hell out of that mole until he gives us something worthwhile. If you're wondering what happened there, I was purposely not using my mini mushroom, my baby mushroom, until I was certain I was going to fall through the hole, otherwise it would clearly run out in time. I don't know if the baby mushroom actually runs out, but I'm guessing it does. Most items in this game seem to. I think I may have figured out what's going on here. It seems that every time I hit him, he moves further round the ring, and if I don't hit him, he moves backwards round the ring. See, he's at the original spot there. I hit him, he goes clockwise round. If you don't hit him quickly enough, then he retreats backwards a step. That seems to be what's going on here. So I have to keep hitting him very fast, which is not that easy. I'm going twice and I fell out the sodding thing. I killed him before with the star power, but that didn't get the job done, so it looks like that is the only way to actually play that one. It's kind of odd that they would put the star in there, given that it instantly makes you fail the igloo, but there we go, that's what the game's like. It's trying to screw us over. You stopped me going in the cannon! Right then, so we have to look at where we have to go. There are 7 left there. There's 1 in the minigame there, 1 from the booze. And I'm not sure where the final one is there. There's a couple there, we know where they are, and we have a couple left to go there. I'm going to be calling it a video here, and I will make some decisions about where we're going and what we need to do. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go have a look at one of those red switches. We'll go to this one, because this one's quite easy to reach. He says, and then he realises he'll never get through the door. Good grief, I hate these doors. Oh, God's sake, goodbye. Out my way. Right, it's open, and now 1 more and we're in, and then we can go into that windmill and we will take a little look at what that red switch does. That's got it done. Right, we need to hit the blue switch in order to stop the blades. Alright, you. Now then, we need the blue switch when we can finally reach it. No, apparently not this time either. Or this time. Oh, this is quite grim. There we go. That stops the blades, so that we can get into the windmill itself. Maybe. One of these days we'll get into the windmill. Not today. There we go. Oh, it bounced off a wasp, aren't we fancy? And what's that done? Okay, red coins, I see. And a timer that says 100 seconds. That's quite generous. But one of them. Ah, there's 8. And they're going to be all over the world, aren't they? Yes, they are. Oh, good grief. Come on, we need to get that coin. I see where this is going. Yes, they're everywhere. Okay, so we need to remember where they are. There's 2 in the place where you start. There's 2 in the place where you come out. Are there going to be any in the 5-star door? Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Let's have a look. Nope, there's none in here. Need to get that one behind the windmill. That's actually harder to get than it looks, because if you do a complete round shot, you don't get in there. That's also missed it somehow. That's quite an irritating coin to reach. There we go, we got that one. Now we have 2 on this screen, which means that the final 2 are going to most likely be through the 2-star door. If they have hidden them inside one of these beehives, and that is really not fair, but they may have done, because this game seems to be rather unfair. It was quite generous with the lives, I suppose. In that you don't lose a life when you fail a screen, not in that it has a lot of lives, because it clearly doesn't. We've yet to find 1 extra life. Okay, we're doing not bad here. Though we only have 10 seconds, so it's unlikely we're going to do this, and we've lost another life. That's a perfect point to end a video, I do believe. We shall watch our points skyrocket. It seems red coins are worth quite a lot of points. And we're up to 7 million, look at us go. I'm going to be cutting the video off here this time, and I actually mean it this time. Hopefully you'll join me next time, and we shall continue playing Super Mario Ball.